Carl Jung said, "I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become." So a lot of things have been happening to me lately. They're not always the most eventful, but it's kind of exciting to know that my journey is moving a little bit closer to walking and being able to do things like a normal human being. The things that I do every day might seem kind of insignificant, but for me they're really important, even if those things are painful things. Monday, I actually had another surgery. This was a manipulation surgery, and so what happens is they put you to sleep, and the doctor comes in and basically just takes your knee and bends it every which way over and over until they get the amount of bend that they want, and it breaks up all the scar tissue on the inside of my knee, and you hear this awful crunching sound, and it's very painful, which is why they put you under. It hurt a lot. I woke up from the surgery with my legs bent and wrapped in an ace bandage at that angle, and it was the most intense pain I think I've ever felt in my entire life. It was very uncomfortable, but now I can actually bend my knee a lot more. It's still kind of painful to do that because the manipulation was so painful, but it's bending. The real issue with the pain is the CRPS, which is the nerve pain, which is causing me a bit of trouble, but I'm working through it. They also, since it was so painful, gave me a pain pump. So it's like a catheter, and this is kind of part of where it goes on my leg, and then it attaches closer to my hip. And it's just this little itty bitty tiny straw thing that they stick in your leg, and you get a cool fanny pack that's filled with basically Novocaine, and it just continuously pumps that medication into your leg to make it numb so you don't feel most of the pain. It's pretty nifty. It's a little inconvenient, I guess, trying to work around this pack and all of the long tubing that it comes with, but it makes it less painful, so I'll take it. Monday was super weird because I had a nerve block on the front and the back of my leg, and I literally could not feel any part of my leg at all. I had no control over my muscles, and so they just kind of flopped around, and my foot would drag on the ground behind me, or I'd lift my leg to get into the car, and my knee would just whoosh and hang there. It was so weird. It was a very interesting sensation, but I'm glad I have a bit more feeling in my leg now. So that's what's been going on in my life. Surgeries, bending, lots of medication. But I'm very excited because we finally got my knee bending to 135 degrees passively with my PTs pushing, and about 100 degrees actively with me just doing it by myself. So that's really exciting because most people my size, their maximum range of motion is somewhere between 135 and 140. So we're basically there actively or passively. I just have to be able to get there on my own, and that's why I have to do physical therapy every single hour for the next few days to keep that range of motion up. I've also been thinking a lot about what my purpose in all of this is. One of my teachers from my high school invited me to come and listen to a guest speaker they had invited, and his name was Richard Bernstein, and he is the youngest state Supreme Court justice in history, and he's also been completely blind since he was born. So he's had to overcome a lot of obstacles, but he's been incredibly successful. He's also run 19 marathons and did an Ironman, which I'm a little envious of because I've always wanted to do a full marathon and some form of an Ironman or triathlon. So it was really, really cool to hear him speak and talk about his experiences and how he overcame being blind and disabilities and also injuries. So it really resonated with me, and I think something that really stuck with me is when he talked about finding a purpose in all of the pain. And that's what I've been trying to do a lot lately, thinking about what can come out of this, and why I'm here, and what I can do to reach my purpose. What is the goal that's motivating me to keep bending and keep getting better, and get through this. I still don't know if I have an answer yet. I know I want to write. I know I want to try to do an internship. I know I want to go back to school and do something that matters in this world, but I haven't yet figured out exactly what that purpose is, and I think that's okay. I think it just takes time to find where you really belong and what you're really meant to be doing. So a lot of things have happened to me, but those things don't define me. What defines me is how I choose to define myself and what I'm going to become after all of this. And I hope that you're all doing well, and I hope that good things are happening to you, and I hope that you're becoming who you're meant to be and finding where you're supposed to be. Until next time.